What if I told you that you don't need Elasticsearch, you don't need Algolia, and you don't even need a separate search service, because PostgreSQL already has powerful full-text search built in. In this video, I'll show you how to search like Google inside Postgres, optimize it with proper indexing, rank results by relevance, and even prioritize titles over content. Let's build it step by step. And make sure you stick till the end, because I will show you how to implement full-text search feature in your API using AI. Normally, when we search in SQL, we do something like where title, like or ILIKE for case insensitive, ampersand, Prisma, ampersand. But that's slow on large datasets, not ranked, not linguistically aware, and not scalable. PostgreSQL solves this with a tsvector, tsquery, gene or generalized inverted indices, and built-in ranking. Let's see it in action. I am in GraphQL API project that we created earlier. If you would like to learn how to do it, please check the video Build a Type-Safe GraphQL API with Prisma and Postgres. Let's go ahead and start our database from scratch. So we're going to run the command docker compose up-d, and our database is up and running. Now let's go ahead and run the command npm run prisma migrate, and Prisma ran migrations. In our project we have posts table, users table, and comments table. But most importantly, we're going to be doing a full text search against the posts table. Now let's go ahead and run a seeder. We're going to do it with the command npm run prisma seed. So now we're going to have some data to search for. Let's go ahead and switch to table plus. Here I have the database. Most importantly, the post table contains 4 seeded posts. We will start simple. Select title to tsvector English title from post. What's happening here? To tsvector tokenizes the text, removes the stop words like the, and, applies stemming, means getting turns into get, stores lexemes with positions. This creates searchable representation of the text. Now let's search it. Select everything from post where to tsvector English title, add to tsquery Prisma. Add or double add means does this vector match this tsquery? But this is still not ideal because we are recalculating to tsvector every time. We will fix this later. Now let's learn how to search multiple columns. In a real app, you would want to search both title and content. So let's combine them. We can have this following query: select everything from post where to tsvector title and content, and add to tsvector Prisma. Now we search both fields. But let's improve the search syntax. Postgres gives us different query parsers. The two most popular are plain text and web search. So let's go ahead and use the following query that uses plain to tsquery, and this plain to tsquery treats input as a plain text. In the next query, we're using web search to tsquery, and the web search to tsquery supports OR, excluded, exact phrases, and natural Google-like syntax. So we can do the following query: select everything from post where to tsvector title and content, add web search to query, English, Prisma, ORM. And we can do also this query: select everything from post where to tsvector title and content, add web search to tsquery, English, Prisma, or GraphQL. Web search to tsquery is much more user-friendly, and in the most cases you're going to be using this parser. But now let's make our queries production ready. Currently we're computing to tsvector on every query, but we don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and store it. Let's create the following query: alter table post add column search vector, generated always to tsvector English, call as title and call as content, and stored. So basically this creates a computed column, and this column auto updates, meaning if we create a new post, this column will be also created for this new post. To make our search query more performant, we need to add index to this column, and I'm usually gonna add gene or GIN index. So let's go ahead and create it. So we would create index search vector index on post using GIN search vector. Why GIN, or Generalized Inverted Index? Because it's optimized for inverted indices and perfect for text search. Now your search will be fast, indexed, and scalable. And the query becomes clean. So select everything from post where search vector add web search to tsquery, English, Prisma, or GraphQL. And you can see we don't have to do compute to tsvector anymore. Our full text search is coming pretty well. However, search without ranking is incomplete. Let's see how we can rank the search results. But before we do that, if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. In order to do ranking, we're going to be using tsrank. Let's go ahead and put the following query. We're going to select everything, and we're also going to create a column tsrank. It's going to be search vector, web search to query, English, Prisma, or GraphQL, and we call this column rank. From post, where search vector add web search to tsquery, English, Prisma, or GraphQL, and order by rank descending. Now the results are ordered by relevance, and higher rank means better match. And that's where Postgres becomes powerful. In our example, Postgres basically counts how many times each word like Prisma or GraphQL is listed in the title or content. And then, the more it encounters this word, the higher is the rank. But with the ranking, we can actually go even further, because usually matches in the title should rank higher than in the content. So let's go ahead and recreate search vector column with weights. So first, let's go ahead and drop it. We'll do alter table, post, drop column, search vector. Now let's go ahead and recreate it with the following query: alter table post add column search vector, tsvector, generated always, set weight to tsvector English title as A, or set weight to tsvector English content as B, and we just put stored. Weight A has the highest priority and we use it for title. Weight B is lower, so we use it for content. Also, Postgres has C and D weights as well. Now let's go ahead and create index post search vector index on post using gin search vector. Now our ranking becomes much smarter. Let's go ahead and run the following query. Select ID title content published, tsrank, search vector web search to tsquery, English, Prisma, or getting as rank from post, where search vector add web search to tsquery, English, Prisma, or getting, order by rank descending. As you can see, if Prisma appears in the title, the result ranks higher. And that's exactly what we want. Since now we know how full text search and ranking works in Postgres, let's go ahead and implement search functionality in our API. In the earlier video, I installed the Prisma MCP server into the project, and if you would like to learn how to do it, please check out my video on Prisma MCP. So we're going to be using this MCP server, and we're going to be using Copilot here. So what we're going to do, we're going to just ask this Prisma MCP server, or rather Copilot, that is going to use this Prisma MCP server to reset the database. So let's go ahead and type, please reset the database. This is great. Our database got reset. Next, what we're going to ask Copilot is to create migrations to do the following. And we're going to paste the alter table query that we already know, right? We're going to add a column search vector. It's going to be generated always. We're going to set the weights to it, right? And we're just going to store it. And then we're also going to create an index on this index on the search vector table. Let's go ahead and run this command. And Prisma and Copilot got to work. I do believe it's going to use Prisma MCP as well to create migrations. Let's see how it did, right? So it's actually finished. Let's allow it to run npx prisma migrate deploy. And it looks like the migration has been applied, and it gave us the summary right here. It changed 2 files. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. Those files are migration SQL, right? So in this migration SQL, right? So we got alter table, right? That's basically our query, and also index creation query. And then also let's go ahead and take a look at the schema Prisma. So it's basically updating the post schema, and what it does, it adds the search vector. It puts it as unsupported, right? And it puts this as a tsvector, which is fine. So let's go ahead and keep the changes. Now, what I do, since I like the changes that a Copilot did, so I'm gonna go and commit those changes before I ask Copilot to do anything else, not to lose this. And that's my suggestion to you as well. And always kind of do this incrementally, develop with AI. If you like it, keep it, save it, and then commit it. And then you go ahead and prompt AI to do the next thing. So let's go ahead and open the terminal. And in this terminal, let's go ahead and type git add dot and then git commit, and then message will be add a search vector column. All right, so now we're all set, we're committed, and we can go ahead and switch back to Copilot. Next, what we're going to do is to ask Copilot to add a search post GraphQL query, and we're going to use Prisma, and we're going to use the following query. So I'm going to give the Copilot the query that we already ran, right, to search. So let's go ahead and do that. And this query will be basically selecting ID, title, content, and published, and then tsrank from post, and we're tsvector, right? And we're just going to give an example Prisma or heading, right? The one that we had, order by rank descending, and obviously Copilot will be smart enough not to hard code Prisma or getting in there and put the parameter. So let's go ahead and run this. And Copilot went to work. And Copilot is done. Again, it changed two files, queries.ts and schema.graphql. Let's go ahead and take a look at the file schema.graphql. It's going to be in the src folder. Let's go ahead and click on it. So it added post search result right here, which is good. And then it added search post type query. Copilot added a rank to the post search result type, which is important because the consumer of the API, when they do post search, they would need this rank to rank the results and display it to the user. Now let's go ahead and look at queries.ts file, and this file is in the resolvers folder. And right here we got a search post, right? So we have a query row, right? ID, title, content, published boolean. Looks good. And we basically are running the query, select ID, title, content from query search, order by ID rank. And I don't really like it. It does use Prisma query raw, which I was expecting, but it's not checking for the args here, right? Because it needs to grab the args and check maybe if it's empty and just return an empty array here. Let's go ahead and undo this one. We will keep this one, and then we're gonna go to queries, right? And let's go ahead and put our own query right here. So let's put the search post query right here. So it pretty much looks the same, at least it's less wordy, I should say. And then what I wanted to do, right, when we grab the args from query, we want to trim it because users may put some spaces in there. And then again, we can just do an early return if there is no search query. And then we can use the Prisma raw query, which basically AI or Copilot did for us. When using Prisma Query Raw, please be sure to use tagged template literals. That way Prisma will protect from SQL injection attacks. Prisma automatically converts tagged template literals into secure parameterized queries or prepared statements, which treat user inputs as data and not as executable SQL code. And we can then just go ahead and search and then return results as a map, because we will need to return ID as a string since it's a GraphQL, and the rank we can put it as a number. So this one looks much better. In general, Copilot did a decent job, so probably what it coded would have worked. But for us not to lose time, let's just use this query search post. We're all set. Let's go ahead and run our server. I'm going to switch to the terminal and we're going to run npm run dev. Let's go ahead and switch to the browser to localhost 4000/GraphQL. And here I already have a query prepared to search for a post, and we're using search post. And let's go ahead and run it. And as expected, we actually didn't get any post because we don't have any data in our database. And it is also important to test your code against an empty database, or rather empty table. Let's go ahead and switch to VS Code. Right here, let's open another terminal and we can run the command npm run Prisma seed. All right, the Prisma seeded the table successfully. Let's go ahead and switch back to the browser. And now we're going to run our search post query. And here we got the post, the search results, right? And all the search results actually have ranking. Here we have the first search result is Prisma ORM. Since Prisma in the title, it has a higher ranking. And then the database design patterns, right? The Prisma is actually in the post body or in the content. So let's go ahead and confirm that. In the search post fields, let's also add content and rerun the query. And now we actually got the content where we can see indeed Prisma is in the body of the second search result. And it looks like our search functionality is working. So to summarize, today we covered to tsvector, to tsquery, plain to tsquery, web search to tsquery, generated tsvector column, gene index, tsrank, weighted search, and all of this runs inside Postgres. No external search engine, no extra infrastructure, just smart database design. If you are building APIs with Node.js, Prisma, or Express, this is a feature you absolutely should be using, and it is real easy to implement using AI. However, when using AI, you also need to understand what you're doing, otherwise things can get out of hand pretty quickly. If you would like to learn how we build the GraphQL API project in the first place, please watch how to create an API in Express.js with GraphQL, Prisma, and Postgres next.